ignore the Khalistan threat to Suri. How could a murder like this take place in broad daylight, and that too in the presence of the armed guards of the Punjab police? So far, the cops are evading questions on accountability.
Incident होया तकरीबन 3:30 बजे अमृतसर गोपाल मंदिर के बाहर गोपाल नगर दे विच सुधीर सूरी जी ते अटैक होया, उन्होंने गोलियां मारी गई ते उन्होंने इमीडिएटली एस्कॉट हॉस्पिटल लैके गया जिथे ही हैज सकम टू हिज इंजरीज। इस मसले दे विच असीं 302 दे अंदर FIR दर्ज कर ली है सदर अमृतसर पुलिस स्टेशन दे विच ते अक्यूज्ड संदीप सिंह सन्नी नूं मौके ते ही कस्टडी ते साडे DSP जिहड़े मौके ते सीगे उन्होंने कस्टडी दे विच लै लिया है। उस दी इंटरोगेशन चल रही हैगी। सिचुएशन इन अमृतसर इज फुली अंडर कंट्रोल। अक्यूज्ड हैज बीन अरेस्टेड।
पुलिस ने फौरन कार्रवाई करके अक्यूज नूं गिरफ्तार कर लिया है तो उस तो वैपन रिकवर हो गया है। बाकी इन्वेस्टिगेशन हले जारी है ते लॉ एंड ऑर्डर नूं कंट्रोल कर रही है पुलिस ते सारिਆਂ ਨੂੰ अपील है कि भी पूरी शांति बनाए रखन। ਅਸੀਂ कानून मुताबिक जो भी दोषी हैगे सारे ते कार्रवाई करा।
Times has accessed a fresh video, one that you can see on camera where the accused is being nabbed by the cops. This is the man who the police say owns a shop very close to where Mr. Suri was shot dead, was shot at. Let's get more details on exactly who this man is, his antecedents. Of course, the sticker on his car is said to be connected to a Khalistan-linked group, Waris Punjab Day. But what of his antecedents and what prompted him to actually open fire at Sudhir? Suri Gurpreet is joining us live. Tell us more about this man. What was his motive? That still remains unclear. Gurpreet.
Well, we have seen the Punjab DGP. He has just held a press conference where he has briefed that multiple angles are being probed. He said that the DSP who was present there, he had already caught the accused and now they are trying to find out whether there was a conspiracy or whether there was something else. The motive of a crime is yet to be ascertained by the Punjab police. But the DGP has already said that they are working on multiple things to find out whether the truth. But one thing is very clear, this Shiv Sena leader, he was under threat and he was on the hit list of pro-Khalistani people, and for that the security has already been provided to him. Despite having his own security and despite having the force of Punjab police, why this incident had taken place, that puts a lot of question, and we have seen the former Home Ministry has already put a question mark over law and order situation. But now the DGP has just briefed and he's explained multiple angles are being probed by the police, and once they are able to get all the details, they will brief the media. And what they have learned during the investigation, they have found.
Okay, we'll just try and fix your audio, Gurpreet. There seems to be an issue over there, but yet another video has been accessed. This is video number 5 that, in fact, the Times Now has accessed of soon after the murder, where you can see the empty shells lying on the floor. The bullet shells are seen lying on the road. We are getting more details of the weapon used by this man as well. Gurpreet, if you can tell us more about that, of the kind of weapon that he carried. It's a .32 bore revolver is what we are being told. Was this man acting alone or were there others with him? What's really shocking though, and the kind of questions that are being asked right now, are of the Chief Minister Bhagwant Maan. This daylight shooting happens and Maan continues to remain in Gujarat, where today morning, you remember, he was on stage when the Chief Minister face for Gujarat of the Aam Aadmi Party was announced. Let me take this across, in fact, to Gurpreet joining us live. Gurpreet, was this man acting alone? Tell us more about his weapon.
Well, what we have learned from the DGP, who has just briefed the press conference, and he has said that so far, as per the investigation, he was all alone. He was already arrested by the DSP who was present there, but they are not ruling out any theory at this point of time. They are working on the multiple theories so that if there is any conspiracy, that should be brought in the public domain. But at the same time, he says it seems that there are multiple angles into this investigation, and the weapon which he has used, that was a licensed weapon, that is .32 bore. That weapon was used by this accused, and the accused, and in the initial investigation, he has a shop there. He was working as a shopkeeper nearby this temple where this incident had taken place. Now the DGP, he has already left for Amritsar to probe and to find out the investigation whether there is anything that is related to pro-Khalistani people or anything related to another conspiracy behind this murder which has taken place. But as of now, what we have learned from the police sources also, huge security had been given to him because he was under the threat perception, and a few days back, the protection review group has already reviewed his security. Huge security had been deployed with him, and huge force had been deployed there. But despite the presence of the police, how did this incident happen? That puts a question mark over the law and order situation. And we have
puts
seen
a question mark on the law and order situation. A man armed shoots dead Sudhir Suri, who had Punjab police protection with him. What does this say? The Chief Minister is in Gujarat. Thanks very much, Gurpreet, for joining us. Siddhu Mosewala, spokesperson of the BJP, Manavi Thapar, Dr. Suman Raman, both political analysts, and Chandrasekhar Jha, leader of the Shiv Sena. Manavi Thapar, CM in Gujarat, murder in his courtyard.
CM has nothing to do with the murder. So let's not present it in a way that the CM is the one who's responsible. Yes, there is a law and order situation. It's a very sad incident what have happened, and accountability has been fixed. The accused has been arrested, and proper investigation would be taken into place. This is a sad situation, and this needs to be taken up very seriously. And I am of this understanding, and I believe the Punjab CM will take personal action, will be personally involved and take proper actions for the same. We should
But
wait
how
for
will
the
he be personally involved? He's not even in the state.
He will be back in the state very soon. We'll see his action, and already DGP of Punjab is already acting on it. He's already there in Amritsar. The accused has been arrested. Incident could not be prevented. That's a sad story. But what have happened, we can say easily that what have happened has happened. But proper actions would be taken up. That I can assure from any CM of the country.
Sena, proper action will be taken, has already been taken. The murderer has been arrested.
Confirms our worst fears that there is a complete collapse of law and order in the state of Punjab. Initially, first we saw the murder of Siddhu Mosewala, and now this. The incidents of drug peddling, of drug addiction have gone up manifold in the last 8 months. Why? Because there is a tacit, impression which is sent across that the CM is not bothered about these things. Both Delhi and Punjab have absentee CMs who are obsessed with Gujarat right now, where they will be, forfeiting their deposits as usual. But the people of Punjab are suffering one way or the other. Both Punjab and Delhi are are suffering one way or the other. Either they are being choked to death because of bad air quality, or through these ghastly murders. My condolences to the family members of Mr. Suri. I hope the Shiv Sena also speaks up about the leader.
Yes, Mr. Jha. Would you agree with the analysis? This got nothing to do with the Chief Minister's responsibility.
See, every law and order situation relates to the state, and the state is being managed by the CM. So the escaping of the duties of CM not be adhered to here. And second thing is that in this situation, what we are seeing continuously, the Punjab is facing terrorist activities twice or thrice in a month. And this has to be seen as a grave offense by not controlling by the state of such terrorist activities.
All right, the CM will have to answer, Dr. Suman Raman.
Look, Padmaja, this is a clear case of security lapse. The Punjab police must answer some very tough questions. Whoever was in charge of Mr. Suri's security must be placed under suspension. But the need for you to immediately politicize it and say that the CM should have been there, I don't see how it is a very valid point. Mr. Suri was under protection of Punjab police. In April this year, he alleged that he was receiving death threats from gangsters. And yet, my co-panelists on the show are so eager to call it a terrorist attack. I don't know what their definition of terrorism would actually be.
Why are you so eager to call it terrorism?
One more thing, Mr. Sudhir Sena, You said that they are forfeiting their deposits as usual. Well, they didn't forfeit their deposits from Punjab, right? From the forfeit their deposits from either.
The very fact that a police protection, a police shield is useless in a state, shows a very dangerous situation. This is what used to happen in Kashmir, and this is what is happening in Punjab. So look at how alarming the situation is. And if, as the chief minister, he cannot take a clear stand against Khalistanis, because we have seen for a fact, and it is out in public domain.
But how do you know anything linked to Khalistan? You have zero evidence. You have zero evidence that this is linked to any Khalistani plot.
Please try to understand. Please don't defend the indefensible. The collapse of law and order
is a process which has been happening
over the last several months. And obviously,
sir, you may want to politicize it. Where is the evidence that this is linked to any Khalistani plot? Where is the evidence?
Who are these
This
people?
man has been on the hit list of multiple gangsters. And gangsters have threatened him.
It's a very normal thing in India. India is a country which runs by the law. These things don't happen in a state unless there is some kind of tacit support from the. We have seen both in 2017 and 2000 elections that certain pro-separatist elements were, the Aam Aadmi Party was flooded them, and
sir, what is the connection between this murder? What is the connection between this murder and Khalistani element? I mean, just to tar the AAP government, you want to bring in an angle of terrorism.
Okay, it is not terrorism. Is it murder, Dr. Sumansi Raman? Is it murder? Do we agree that it is murder, or we do not agree it's murder?
It is a cold-blooded murder.
It is a cold-blooded murder. It happened in front of police. It happened in front of police.
It is a serious security lapse.
Okay. So whose responsibility is the security lapse? When the Prime Minister is in Punjab and his convoy is stopped, it is not the police's problem. When people are running riot on the streets of Patiala, it's not the police's problem. When people are being shot dead, it's not the police's problem. Is this the police and the CM's problem, or it's not the CM's problem?
It is the Punjab police's problem.
Who does the Punjab police report
comes
to?
under the Punjab government, and inquiry.
When you say Punjab government, who leads the Punjab government? Who is the Home Minister of Punjab?
So what do you want the CM to do? You want him to resign? What is the
I don't know. What do you think the CM should do?
Politicize. Look, the investigation is hardly a few hours old. The action must be taken against the security, whoever was in charge of the security of Mr. Suri, should be placed under suspension. You have to give them at least 24 hours.
Give them time, Chandrasekhar Jha. Give them time. What do you want? What do you want, Chandrasekhar Jha?
They've arrested the
always the ruling party is always being judged for such kind of lapse in law and order. So in any scenario, the skippment of this by giving such unjustified statements that there is no want of action by the CM or so and so will not help the CM of the state to skip such responsibilities. And in any way, the Punjab is facing many terrorist activities past 3 months. We are seeing in national channels also. So the CM should step in and take the strict action against all the terrorist activities being conducted in the state.
Manavi Thapar, the CM should come back. The CM should at least be there to see what's happening in his state. What is the CM doing running around in Gujarat? The Punjab Chief Minister. He's now the Chief Minister of Punjab. He's not an Aam Aadmi Party leader.
Yeah, he's going to be the Chief Minister of Punjab, and he's a responsible person. He'll be back in Punjab very soon. You'll see that. And but this incident was not anticipated by Bhagwan Maan. That event was a pre-planned event, and this incident was an unfortunate incident, murder. So we have to give him some time to come back, and you'll see action. And he's not the one who's going to arrest in any case. The DGP has already arrested. The police is already in action. What the point with the BJP is, any incident they want to politicize it. They don't want to give a breathing time to anyone. In less than two and a half hours, the accused are behind the bars. DGP is acting. The DGP from Chandigarh came to Amritsar and they have given the press briefing. No one is not there to not give answers. Everyone is accountable. Everyone is going to be answerable, and they are going to make all the answers. They are answerable to the people of Punjab. They are answerable to the media houses. They are answerable to the people of this country, and they will answer. You have to give them some hours. They are not even 3 hours. This case is not even 3 hours old. Let the BJP have a breather.
It's not even 3 hours old, and you're already trying to politicize it. Or as Suman Siraman said, what do you want? You want the Chief Minister to step down because one man got shot?
The first apparent episode which is taking place after the Aam Aadmi Party has taken over, it is a form of signaling they do. They're letting us stand against Khalistani elements. Let them, go after these terrorists.
Okay, can we please fix Tuhin Sinha's audio as well as that of our reporters and all the other people who join us on the show? Very point, Manavi Thapar. Yes.
Kind of urgency they show for other state CM to retire or resign. They were mum when 140 people died in Morbi. These are the same people on media channels are jumping around right now saying the Bhagwan Maan should resign. But 10 days back, 140 people died in Morbi. These people were mum to say that Bhupendra Patel should resign. This kind of doglapanti and hypocrisy should end. Let us trust the law and order situation. Let us trust the agencies, and they are acting. If we would have been sitting after 3 hours and the accused would have been on run, that time we could have questioned them. But right now the agencies are acting. The DGP is on the case. Minute by minute, updates have been given to the Chief Minister, and very soon you'll see the Chief Minister on ground. You have to trust.
Okay, Dr. Suman Siraman also wants to come in while we wait for Tuhin Sinha to come back and answer to that charge. Yes.
Yeah. Unlike what happened in Morbi, where some ticket collectors, some junior managers and security guards have been arrested, at least the Punjab police has nabbed the culprit. So you have to at least give them the credit that they have nabbed the culprit within hours of the incident, and he is now behind bars. What happened in Morbi? Some ticket collectors and security guards and some junior managers are in custody. So what are we talking about? Did you ask for the resignation of the Gujarat Chief Minister when 141 innocent people, out of whom I was told 47 or 48 were children, died due to clearly what is negligence? Now the point is not that.
The comparison between Morbi and what has happened today. Seeking accountability from Bhagwant Maan, where is the accountability of BJP?
See, we are asking for accountability from BJP since last 2.5 years, you also know. And what being carried on by BJP is the worst politics in the nation's history. And we think that BJP always politicize each and every event. And we know how they politicize it before the nation and how they manage it out. And the thing is that the BJP is into elections in Gujarat, and such incidents happening in Morbi, devastating incident which has happened, and such incident has nowhere being politicized by any of the parties except the BJP itself, who are encashing it for their elections.
Okay, so the Shiv Sena is saying that you're seeking accountability. Just because you're seeking accountability from the BJP doesn't mean that the Aam Aadmi Party can be rid of it, Dr. Suman Siraman.
No, there is no doubt that the government of Punjab has to answer, but the proof of the pudding lies in what action they take now. Obviously, the security team should have prevented this murder, especially because the man, I was told he was supposed to have a security detail of anywhere between 8 and 20 people. So how they allowed this to happen is a serious security lapse. There is no doubt, and the government is answerable. But within a few hours, to say that this is a terror attack and that Khalistanis must be involved, I mean, we need some evidence, Padmaja, to make such claims. And politicizing it in such a manner, when the culprit has been nabbed, an inquiry is already started, and you have to give them time to act. The Chief Minister must be, if the Chief Minister does nothing, does not even suspend the officials who are part of the security detail on this particular at the time of this incident.
Okay, let me go to Tuhin Sinha for a quick rebuttal to that. While you were being patched against Tuhin Sinha, the charge made was that you give no accountability from your Chief Minister when over 150 people die in Morbi, but you want the Chief Minister of Punjab to step down for what happened in Amritsar. Why?
That is not true at all. The Punjab problem is completely different. Throughout the 2017 and 2022 elections, the Aam Aadmi Party had given very mixed signals. They had tacitly, flirted with pro-Khalistani elements, as a result of which today they stand emboldened. So over here, it's a national security issue, and Punjab being a border state, the Chief Minister needs to come out openly and go after the Khalistani elements. Even in the Mosewala case, the investigation has been very sloppy. And that has only emboldened terrorists, that has only emboldened pro-separatist elements. Drug trafficking has improved. So I think the Chief Minister needs to take a very clear stand against these anti-national elements, against these separatist elements, which for some slippery reason, true to the character of Aam Aadmi Party, he and Arvind Kejriwal have not been able to take.
All right, I'm going to leave it at that. The fact is that these are very, very serious charges that are being made by the associates of Mr. Suri, of Sudhir Suri, that he was on a hit list of Khalistan-linked elements, and yet he was allowed to be open to harm in such a fashion. Remember, this murder, take a look at that video, has happened in the presence of his armed guard who belong to the Punjab police. Who answers for this dereliction? Thanks very much, all gentlemen, for joining me.